Hi friends, today is May 11th, 2023. No. Could you not record, please? Hey everybody, it's Kevin. Today is Thursday, May 11th, 2023. I'm taking a little mental health day, and where better to do that than the Disneyland Resort. So come with me on a solo day as I show you the things I love to do by myself, have lunch at a place I've never had lunch before, and give you some tips for when you take your mental health day at the happiest place on earth. So come on and join me, Beyond the Turnstile. So one thing I like to do when I'm a solo traveler is actually come through the Disneyland Hotel security entrance at the downtown Disneyport. So park in the parking structure, take the secret magic walkway, you know, and come in this way. Also, a thing that I stress, even when you're not solo, is make your security experience good for you and for the cast member. If you have a backpack, have it organized. I had all my pockets open when I went through. My front pocket with my keys and my phone and my wallet was all sort of organized, so all they have to do is flip through it like a, like a little index card reader, and it will make your experience go much more smoothly. So, if you've come in through the security near the Disneyland Hotel, one of the easiest ways and one of the most fun ways to get into the park is to take the monorail in front of the Lego store, which is what we're going to do. Just make sure you have your park ticket ready, because you will go through like it's an actual gate, but the monorail will drop you off right in the middle of Tomorrowland. Let's go! Tomorrowland, just off the monorail. Buzz has a 5-minute wait. I did buy Genie Plus today in full disclosure. It's $25 regularly. Magic key holders, or at least my magic key discount, was $5, so it was $20 today. But Buzz has a 5-minute wait, so Derek's not here, so I might actually win. It's very exciting. So we're gonna go do that. Lightyear, done. I won because I was the only one in the car and I can control the spin. I'm gonna do two things in Tomorrowland that I normally don't do when we're here together at the park, because it just sort of makes me sick. But I haven't done them in a while. I'm gonna do Star Tours and I'm gonna do Hyperspace Mountain. I did get a lightning lane for Hyperspace Mountain, but the wait's only 15 minutes anyway. But Star Tours is looking like a walk-on. If it is a walk-on, I will do it. If it's like 10 minutes, I might not throw up my breakfast, so we'll see. Star Tours, more fun than I remember. I think the key is sitting in the last couple rows. I was in the 4th row, and I didn't feel as jostly. To me, I got raised like Water Planet. Super fun. And now it's time for my lightning lane for Hyperspace Mountain. We talked a little bit about Hyperspace Mountain in this video that I will link over here. But Hyperspace Mountain is the Star Wars overlay of Space Mountain, and it'd be pretty cool. Now listen, Space Mountain gives me a little bit of Matterhorn vibes, right? I'm over 30, and sometimes my back and my knees really hurt, especially when you're a thick-thighed gal. But you know what? We're gonna try it, and we're gonna see if we hurt or not afterwards. And if we hurt, maybe we'll get a little treat. So.
A few moments later.
Yeah. So Hyperspace Mountain is really made for people whose thighs are not the size of tree trunks. I'm just gonna say. That is the one thing about Florida's Space Mountain in Magic Kingdom that I actually prefer. I don't like it from the photo perspective. They can't be taking photos of people while they're sitting down, that's gross. But the 2x2 style here makes the cars incredibly small. And I like Magic Kingdom's sort of bobsled style, where even though you can't really spread your legs out if you're over 6 feet tall, you at least have some hip room. But it's fine. You know, just don't let the photo. You'll be all right. So now instead of doing Lightning Lane, I'm gonna get maybe a little snack, and I'm gonna head over to New Orleans Square and do Pirates, which at this park does not have Lightning Lane. You can use, if you have a multiple experience, so if you've had a Lightning Lane and it goes down, you can use your multiple experience pass at Pirates, but it doesn't have a normal Lightning Lane. But the wait's about 15 minutes right now, which is great, because if you know, when it gets crazy, it sort of goes up around the bridge from Adventureland, and that's crazy, and I haven't ridden it in a while, but we might grab something on the way, so let's go. Pirates of the Caribbean is always a hit. Love it a lot. My solo day, as you can tell, is kind of attractions heavy. I was, in full disclosure, going to go to Great Mountains Mr. Lincoln, but it is down today. So that's not super great. But instead, we're gonna go to Westward Ho, or not Westward Ho. We're gonna go to Harbour House Galley, that's what it's called. And we're gonna grab a little snack. So this is the clam chowder in a sourdough bread bowl. It is delightful looking. I got a bunch of pepper with it because that's just kind of who I am as a human being. But soup in a bread bowl, particularly clam chowder in a bread bowl, can't really go wrong with. And in case you don't know, there's this really great seating area around the corner. There's also a bridge that kind of goes over to where the canoes are. But over here, if you're standing in front of Harbour Galley, you go to the right and kind of come around the corner, there's a little bit of seating area. There's a couple tables. It's usually a little quieter. And you get a nice view of Tom Sawyer Island. And when the boats pass, it's cute. It's cute back here. All right, so gonna have some of this delicious looking clam chowder. I don't want to spill it. It's gonna happen anyway, but I'm just gonna have a little bit of this. Nice and creamy, just like you want a clam chowder to be. Potatoes are nice in there. There's some carrots. Some stuff. It's not super fishy like the way that you get some clam chowders, but pretty darn good. Cheers. And now I think what I'm gonna do is take a little break. There's really nothing on Genie Plus that I want to get right now. The timing sort of works weird with a dining reservation that I have coming up soon. So let's go stroll through the streets or the stores on Main Street. We're here at the Emporium on Main Street, which is kind of like the one-stop shop in Main Street. And I just like, they have this weird collection of pens, which like, okay, how does this one work? I don't know how this one works, but some of them you just like pull off their legs or stuff, and I just imagine like signing a very important work document, you know, with my Jessie the Cowgirl pen. Like, yes, I take this mortgage. It's very, very funny to me. Look at all this Oswald merch. So cute. And Hortensia. Yes. Friends Forever. I'm so glad that this is out. This is cool. You usually only see Oswald stuff in DCA. I left. It's really stroller aggressive in the Emporium these days. But we're gonna go across the street a little bit to the Disneyana store, where they have a bunch of Disney art, some kind of cooler stuff. Of the Star Wars collection that we did in our Star Wars video, the Jeff Granito, but I didn't see these kind of tiki mugs there, which are super fun. These are $24.99 a piece, but super fun. So in Disneyana and a couple other stores, off the page in DCA as an example, well, you should be able to touch, oops, oh no, that went poorly. They have they have art on demand that you theoretically can be able to find your favorite thing. I want to search for something. I doubt they have it, but let's look. Oops. I'm gonna be so jazzed. Oh, that's not it at all. Well, if you wanted any of these things, you certainly could get them. Like, what's this poster? Then you choose your media type, say, okay, I want this on paper, I want it 16 by 20. So far we're at $29 without a frame. And if I do a frame, then it goes up a lot, so probably no frame on that one. But, pretty neat thing if you want to take home some Disney art. Headed out of Disneyland. One of my favorite things to do on a solo day is pop between the two parks. Even if it's just snack at DCA, ride at Disneyland, or vice versa. It's just kind of fun to be able to do whatever you want on the spur of the moment, on a whim. So I got a lightning lane for Web Slingers at 12:45, which is in about 20 minutes or so. So I'm gonna go into DCA, maybe go through 5 and Dime, maybe get a snack. The world is my oyster. I can do whatever I want. And so can you. Okay, another brilliant, ingenious reason to come to DCA. You can drink. And it's now a socially acceptable time to do so. So let's go find a beverage. So since it was right around the corner, we're gonna go to Smokejumpers Grill because I saw something on mobile order and I literally screamed, oh hell yeah. So let's go see what that's about. Okay, so this is the Strawberry Whiskey Sour. It's exactly what it sounds like. It's a whiskey sour. Whiskey, sweet sour with strawberry flavoring in it, and this cute little strawberry. The thing that I love the most about DCA is that you can just drink. And it's great. So the initial taste is sort of like strawberry margarita flavored, but then that whiskey back hits you. Oh, so great. Like if an old fashioned were also a strawberry margarita without the margarita part. It's pretty good. All right, drink acquired, drink drunk, drink consumed, I should say. And now I'm off to Adventures Campus because my lightning lane for Web Slingers is coming up, and honestly, like, kind of feel like a workout today. I'm just kidding, I never feel like a workout, particularly not at Disney, but you know, here we go. I'm not sure if there's anything quite as humbling as being in a car full of children on web slingers, being like, I'm absolutely gonna dominate because I am gigantic and they are small, and then beating them by not as much as you would hope, by only about 10,000 points. All right, I have about an hour before I need to be at my dining reservation. So, the thing I don't normally do on solo park trips, it's really hard for me to do, is just like people watch. You know, have a seat and people watch. So we're gonna go do that down on the other side of Pixar Pier in front of Little Mermaid. Let's go. So the Silly Symphony swings are down. I mean, they're gone. The whole thing is just gone. But Burn Credit Coaster. But you can still come down under here, under the structure. There's usually like a Magic Key photo opportunity, but there's also benches and other places where you sit, and it's cool. They have fans along Burn Credit Coaster. They have fans along the route if you just need to get a break from everything. And you know, it's a nice spot, especially when you're by yourself, to recharge for the next thing. All right, it is time to head to the Grand Californian for our next reservation. A little treat yourself solo lunch. On our solo day at the Disneyland Resort is have some lunch at the Grand Californian Craftsman bar. It's a bar located right on the pool, right next to Napa Rose in the Grand Californian Hotel. I came in through the DCA entrance, and it was really convenient because it's just right there. So I've never eaten here before. I've had great recommendations for people, and I'm excited to try something new outside of the theme park. Even though the hotel is technically part of the resort, it's not quick service or dining within the park, it's at the hotel. And I feel like we don't use the hotel restaurants enough, so let's see what we get. I feel like this is just turning into a video of me drinking, but... That's so good. I mean, anything with elderflower liqueur in it is great, but it goes down really smooth. It's going to be tempting to have a second one, but I won't. But I'm really glad I got this. You come here, try the Wayfinder. It's delightful. So I got the charcuterie pizza, which has pepperoni, prosciutto, fire grilled tomatoes, sausage, arugula, and a house cheese blend. We'll have charcuterie, like pizza. So, it's a really good pizza. And it's fairly large. You can easily split this amongst 2 or 3 people. I'm gonna eat it all myself because solo day. But I mean, it's absolutely great, and it's in this beautiful setting, the Craftsman Grill. I'm glad we made this choice together, you and I, to have this end to our day. Hey everybody, Future Kevin here. My super cool outro was ruined by the wind, so as we enjoy this B-roll, think about what your favorite things to do on a solo park trip are and leave them in the comments below. I want to know what I missed and what you like to do. If you liked this video, be sure to like it and subscribe to our channel and follow us on socials at Beyond the Turnstile. And until we, ooh, look at duck. And until we meet again, I'll see you beyond the turnstile. As you can see, I am standing in front of Haunted Mansion, also out of focus, which is like not cool. What if I was in focus?